What's up, cryptocurrency world? Bitcoin J, get that crypto. That is the thing. That's the theme this year, because I think this year is the year that we're going to see a drastic change. Now, I'm recording from my laptop, so the sound quality is a little, but I don't give a damn. I saw this article and I wanted a little, I want to, briefly talk about it. MIT and Stanford professors are designing a cryptocurrency to top Bitcoin unit E. Now, this is from Fortune. This is a day ago, so it's a little old. I'm sorry. Couldn't get you like today's news, but this is actually pretty cool. I think we need to talk about it just briefly. I'm not going to get into detail. Obviously, you can Google it and you can read it a little bit more in depth if you want, but I think we should talk about this because this is pretty cool. MIT, really? And Stanford? I mean, all right, well, instead of me just giving you what I think, let's just read exactly what they're saying here real quick. Then I'm going to kind of chime in. Some of the brightest minds in America are pooling their brain power to create a cryptocurrency that's designed to do what Bitcoin has proven incapable of, processing thousands of transactions a second. We all know that Bitcoin's slow as hell. It's a store of value because you can't really, it's not good for microtransactions. People want to hodl it, so they don't want to spend it. I get it. I'm with you. Processing block time is excruciatingly long. To do any kind of transaction, if you want to buy Bitcoin, it may take you 30 minutes to an hour, maybe a day. It's just slow as hell. So these guys, just about anything that's ever been invented probably comes from those two universities. Probably a handful more, but those two universities are pretty known for their innovation. So anyway, all right. Professors from 7 U.S. colleges, including the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, for those of you who didn't realize what that acronym was for, Stanford University and University of California, Berkeley, have teamed up to create a digital currency that they hope can achieve speeds Bitcoin users can only dream of without compromising on its core tenet of decentralization. So, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I just want to talk about it as soon as I read something. Listen, it's obviously going more mainstream because MIT is getting involved, Stanford's getting involved. They can't ignore it. In reality, some of the people, I believe, they say this, what was it? Anyone who's trying to, say that Bitcoin is it's never going to be mainstream. It's never going to take over fiat currency, or it's a scam coin. These are the same people that are behind the scenes buying it by the bushels. The Goldman Sachs, the Rothschilds, the list goes on. So I don't listen to too much of they say believe half of what you hear and none of what you see. I'm a firm believer in that. So I don't really read too deep into what people are trying to feed me. I try to do my own reading, try to do my own research to kind of like get my own insight on it. Now, granted, shit in, shit out. Excuse my French. So if people are putting a lot of FUD in there, maybe that's what you can get from it. But I believe that you get a lot of real, enthusiasts, a lot of real, truth tellers that are going to tell exactly what's going on so you can get the majority of what you need to get from it. So that's what I get out of this. I get that these people are understanding that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is here to stay. You cannot avoid it. So what can we do to improve it? Just like anything else. You have Valley of the Boom. I don't know if you guys watched that show. It's on the History Channel. It's about the introduction of the internet and how it was just mind-boggling at the time. People weren't jumping on board. People didn't understand it. Netscape was a big platform on this show because it was the first browser. And then Microsoft comes in and tries to bully them because they got plenty of money. And they did. They kind of ran them out of business. But my point is this. Bitcoin is the first. There's a lot of money out there. So if somebody wants to improve on Bitcoin, they're going to do it. And you got the minds here that we're talking about it right now. You got the minds that are willing to invest their time. And I guarantee you they got the backing behind them so they can do it. So I digress. That's my little rant for the moment. All right. I'm so sorry. I forgot where I was. All right. The unit E is the virtual currency is called. The unit E, as the virtual currency is called, is the first initiative of distributed technology research, a nonprofit foundation formed by the academics with backing from hedge fund Pantera Capital Management LP to develop decentralized technologies. Ha! Hedge funds are backing them. That's Wall Street, buddy. I don't care how you slice it. That's what that is. See, they're not stupid. They're just feeding you a bunch of bullshit until they fine tune it really to their advantage. Then they're going to release it. We all know this. We know that 19 is the year that, over the OTCs and backed and, all the other forms of presenting cryptocurrencies to trillion-dollar industries are going to come out. It's just a matter of time. I think what they're doing, they keep postponing, they keep pushing it back. I really believe in my heart of hearts the reason they're pushing it back is so that all of their investors or all the whales can soak up as much crypto as they can before the price shoots up. But God bless them. You just need to get yours. Get that crypto. That's hence the phrase. All right. Anyway. Bitcoin is the original cryptocurrency and first payment network to allow parties to transact directly without needing to trust each other or rely on a central authority. Yet, while it has built a following among developers, anarchists, and speculators, mainstream adoption remains elusive. It's a matter of time, folks. Don't believe the hype. That's what Public Enemy said. Don't believe the hype. You do your own research. You already know what's happening. All right? That is in no small part the product of its design, where inbuilt restrictions have constrained its performance and scalability, and as a result reduced its usefulness, as an everyday. I'm hyped, so I'm real jacked up right now. Usefulness as an everyday unit of payment. DTR said in a research paper, the academics are designing a virtual coin they expect will be able to process transactions faster than even Visa. I can't for the life of me. I was researching Visa's transaction speed, and I can't for the life of me remember how many transactions that they process a second, but it's pretty stout. And right now that's the standard, and everyone right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe XRP beats Visa in transactions per second. So, but that's the standard, and that's what everyone's saying. Hey, listen, if we can beat Visa's transaction speed with Bitcoin, which is what they're researching, that's impressive. All right. The mainstream public is aware that these networks don't scale. Joey Krug, co-chief investment officer of Pantera Capital in San Francisco, who is also a member of the DTR Council, said in an interview, "We are on the cusp of something where if this doesn't scale relatively soon, it may be regulated to ideas that were nice but didn't work in a practice. More like 3D printing than the internet." DTR plans to launch the Unit E in the second half of the year and aims to process as many as 10,000 transactions per second. That's worlds away from the current average of between 3.3 and 7 transactions per second for Bitcoin and 10 to 30 transactions for Ethereum. It also multiplies quicker than Visa, a centralized network which processes around 1,700 transactions per second on average. Well, there you go. There's your answer, folks. There's your answer. 1,700 transactions per second, which is stout. But to do 10,000 per second, let me tell you something. That's impressive. All right. For Bitcoin specifically. All right. Bitcoin scalability challenge is a function of its design, the frequency within which new blocks as records of transactions are known can be created, and their maximum size are capped. Right, because they have to process and they have to store where it comes from, the private key, public keys, where it's going to, and then the Bitcoin, addresses. I mean, that's a lot of memory, and that's a lot of, processing power that's used to store that, because it's a public ledger and anyone can see it. Now, the beauty about this is that there's other coins and there's other protocol out there that can hide that and make Bitcoin kind of a privacy coin. And I've talked about this in one of my other videos. And if you don't know what my other videos are, you need to look at it, dang it. All right? One of them is talking about the Mimblewimble protocol. That's the protocol that is kind of a side chain for Bitcoin. I digress once again. But listen, I'm not going to try to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I just want to let you guys know that the brightest minds, the minds that brought you Facebook, the minds that brought you all these, social media platforms that we're used to using every single day, that we spend hours a day on, they're developing a better, faster Bitcoin. At least they're trying. Because you know what? It's mainstream. It's here to stay. Forget what you heard. Forget the FUD. Keep your ears open. Keep your eyes focused. And keep your mind right. Get your mind right. And get that crypto. Listen, I'm going to leave a link in the description. It's a link to where you can mine Bitcoin with your free GPU and CPU power. It's free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Help support my channel. Yes, I do get a little kickback. If you don't want it, don't get it. Hell, if you don't want to use my link, don't use my link. But I advise you to use my link because it's the right thing to do. I brought it up to you. Help a brother out. Help my channel out. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, get that crypto. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment. Peace.